All right, y'all. Super exciting mail day here. This one from the beautiful country of New Zealand. So, there's a story behind this one. I bought almost this exact same set of cards from this gentleman back in December, I think it was. And he shipped the cards, provided me tracking. I could see that the cards got to Los Angeles in about, a week or two. And then the tracking went dead and nothing ever happened. Never got the cards, which was really upsetting because I was excited about the cards I ordered. And there was one specific card, which was a Shane Warne autograph card, 1994 Futera out of 1,000, which I was already excited about. And then, when he passed, that card became instantly like went from, let's say, a $50 to $100 card to a $300 to $400 card overnight. So the fact that I never got that card hurt. It just was also a piece of history that I'm assuming if someone, intercepted the package in Los Angeles, they probably had no idea who Shane Warne was. Hopefully, hopefully it didn't get thrown in the trash. But anyway, this guy was great. After, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6 months of it being clear that the cards weren't going to show up, he issued me replacements, which I thought was really cool. And he was able to replace almost every single card. Not the Warren, unfortunately, but most of the other cards he was able to replace. So I just got this today. Very excited to show you what I received here. I don't want to give away the ending. So to start with, Brian Lara. This is just a beautiful card. I love this set. And this is a specialist, which were issued in the 1996 Futera Elite product. One thing you'll notice about all these cards, these are all inserts, but these are not the inserts from the packs. These are all sample cards, which, some people might say, oh, sample cards, they're not the real cards. Well, all of these cards are much more rare than the ones that you'd get in the pack. So, 6,000 of these issued. Sample cards, Futera usually only produced, let's say, 200 of the sample version of these cards. So, if you're a big time Brian Lara collector, this card's gonna be a lot harder to track down than the regular issue. So I got this whole set. Lots of great cards in this set. You got Hall of Famers like Steve Waugh, other great Australian players. Steve Waugh's brother, Mark Waugh. But this set I just love. It was a little bit produced high for an insert set from this era, so 6,000. A lot of these insert sets were more around the 2,000 range. But again, the sample version of this is even harder to track down than that. So some good Hall of Famers. You got Eunice, you got Akram, and we got a couple more with Curtly Ambrose, another Hall of Famer, West Indies bowler. And then the big dog, Shane Warne. So really cool cards, beautiful design. Happy to have those. Another card that is a really sought after one, even in the non-sample version, is this Ricky Ponting. So I did not have this card, regular or sample. I actually didn't have any of the cards from this series. So really cool design on that. Then a few of these Warrior cards. So these came from the 1996 World Cup. These are samples as well. So I got the Hall of Famers here, Eunice, Kumble, and the man of the hour, Sachin Tendulkar. So this card is very, very sought after. Just the regular version out of 2000. So I actually don't know, if there'll be a hotter market for this or a lesser market for this, but I do know that this is a lot more scarce. So again, I've got this book here, this Futera file book. It doesn't specifically get into how many of these were printed for the World Cup, but if you look at other sample cards, there were only 50 of each sample card in the 95 one, 200 of each in the 94. Most of these sets only had 200 or less of the sample cards. So my guess is that's probably a fair assumption here. These are probably, about 1 to 200 of these printed. And when you're talking about a card as iconic as Tendulkar's arguably, best serial numbered insert from his most well-known set. It's pretty cool. So I got 3 of those, which I'm really excited about. And the only thing I'm more excited about than that is this card here. So the Brian Lara 375. This is an extremely hard to find card. The regular version only had 375 printed. This one, however, is notoriously hard to find because it actually has this one in the book. There were only 13 of these printed. So again, for collectors of the Futera cards, a lot of folks did go after the samples, try to track down, all the cards of their favorite players. And this Brian Lara card is one of the most hard to track down cards of all. So was really happy to pick this one up. It kind of lessens the sting of the Shane Warne loss a little bit. Yeah, let me know what you think. Do you like the sample cards? Not? What do you think of these pickups?